Hello everybody, what is going on? My name is Classy Video Games, or CVG, and welcome to The Long Dark. I just recently purchased this game on Steam, and I decided that to get in the Christmas spirit, since Christmas is at this point about a day and a half away, because I'm recording this in the dead of night, that we should play some wintry games, and The Long Dark is definitely one of those. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I do look forward to our time together today. Now we're going to just play Sandbox because the story mode still has yet to be implemented in this Alpha 3 version 301. It just says it's Sandbox Alpha. That I want to say this game's been on Steam for a little over 2 years now, and they still have not gotten story mode going, which is, it's a little disappointing, but the survival mode's still really good. We're going to go ahead and do Voyager. That seems to be the kind of the normal mode. And we're going to go ahead and just start out at Mystery Lake because it's kind of the default. Like, if you just got the game, it's probably where you're going to go. And I'm going to go ahead and pick between male and female. It really doesn't matter. The only thing that really changes is the amount of calories you need per day. I think I'm going to pick the female purely for that reason. And we're going to call this save The Long Derp, which is what the name of this entire series is going to be. Because, I'm just going to be honest, I tend to derp around a lot in games. I'm not good at them either. So, welcome to the Canadian wilderness. A mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought down our plane, and we need to see how long we can survive. He is at home with his solitude, as the note reverberating. Okay. Reverberating inside the bell. Alan's Cave. Huh. Okay. So we have started in a cave. And you might be thinking, oh, why are you just in a cave? It's actually not a terrible place to be. In a cave. Wow, my frame rate dropped significantly now that I'm recording. Man. Okay, well, hopefully it's not too bad. I do have everything at as low of graphics quality as possible to try and make this as smooth running as humanly possible. And as you can see, it's not, albeit it's not perfect, it's running fairly well. You always want to pick up crow feathers I played this game for about, 3 or 4 hours, and I haven't survived more than a couple days. So don't expect me to be any good at this, but I do really, really like this game, and I have a feeling it's a game that I might actually be able to pull through for a decent amount of time, especially if they continue to update it as they have been recently. The recent update, I guess they did the kind of Christmas update. They tried to rebalance everything, and then they added support for the Logitech controllers, which is what I use, so I was very appreciative of that. There's always a pry bar in here. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our pry bar, and military grade MREs are always good. We got ourselves a simple arrow. I'm not entirely sure what to do with that. I've never gotten a bow, but having an arrow cannot be a bad thing. So we found ourselves a bandage, some antibiotics, and that is all. Now I want to say if we go up to our right, being this way, my right at the moment, I want to say there are logging cabins, and I don't know what's off to the left, and it makes me want to try it, but then again, I don't know. I'm walking into the great unknown. I'm going to try going this way, because I'm near positive that the other direction leads me to some logging cabins. Or no, it leads me to the dam, which leads me to logging cabins. The dam, which, if you're not familiar, is full of a sort of a dire wolf, a larger than normal wolf, named Fluffy, and he is not afraid of your flares, and he is quite horrifying. I walked into him, I was playing this a little bit yesterday, because I bought this actually yesterday. Yesterday being irrelevant here within about an hour. Because it is very late. Playing this yesterday, and I walked in there thinking, oh, thank God, there's some shelter from the storm, and then there was a giant wolf. So, kids, just remember, never walk inside of a dam facility. There might be a wolf in there. A goddamn wolf. Wolves are horrifying. Well, in this game, they're horrifying. I feel like in real life, the wolves probably would not be as big of a deal as they are in this game. I feel like the wolves would, to a point, leave you alone. And I know at the moment, in this point in alpha, the 301 sandbox alpha, the only ways to like deal with wolves are either through flares or if you find a gun. So it looks like I maybe picked the right way. If this is a lake of some kind, maybe. Is this the frozen lake? I don't know. One thing that I really have to keep focused on is not running. That's something I tended to do a lot when I first installed this game because I didn't know any better. And now I know that the oh, it's the Southern Access River. I've actually never been here before. Is that a building up on that hill, or is that just a clever rock outcropping? Huh, she's never said that before. But it looks like we have some cabins over there. We have a few fishing huts. There's only 1 hour of daylight left. So really, I had better hurry up and hightail it to, I think, one of those cabins over there. I think would be best, and we can scavenge these other little places in the daytime. Because the important thing about having a bed, not only is you can sleep, but it also saves your progress. And if I want to make a sort of let's play a deal out of this, I should probably... Ooh, cattail. Okay, there'll be time for that later. Cattail, you can eat the stock in this game. Looks like we have a dead body over there. That's why there are ravens and crows. So there's a dead body probably inside that building. But we need to hightail it over to those cabins. See if I have time to grab maybe a stock or two. It's getting really dark. It's getting really dark really fast. I don't like it. Okay, let's go ahead and harvest the cattail. And we're just going to go ahead and get her inside because she's freezing to death. This would be me in this scenario. I am a very cold-blooded person. My blood is thick to the point where I'm not allowed to give blood, actually, because it's too thick. It doesn't flow fast enough, and they said that it's like more of a paste than a liquid. So, fun fact about me. And, yeah, we need to just hurry and get her inside. Normally I wouldn't sprint, but it is dark, she is freezing, and I think this is a priority. And as you can see, I only sprinted for a couple feet because I really don't want to risk it, but I need to get here as quickly as possible to get her out of the snow and the wind. And granted, there really wasn't a whole lot of wind, it didn't seem like. I didn't really look, but we need to see here what we can do. And you do start with like a decent amount of starting items. We picked up the cattail somewhere else. We picked up some feathers and some cattail. We got ourselves a flare. We have a sewing kit, which is actually new. I've never started with a sewing kit. So I'm excited to see, like, I really haven't gotten far enough to really do much in this game. So I'm excited to experience what it's like, I don't know, a couple days into the game. There's no gun on the shelf. I've heard that it is a common problem that some people have where they will walk into a home and there will be a rifle up on the wall and they just won't look up high enough for it and they'll completely miss the rifle, which in this game is really your strongest form of defense, unless you can get the bow or the flares. That was something I forgot to mention, the bow. That's a relatively new, at least I think, don't quote me on this, I'm still new, but I believe it's a pretty new addition to the game. It's obviously newer than the rifle. We found ourselves some matches and some accelerant, so that would be great if there was a place to make a fire. But there's not, so what are you gonna do? I suppose, I'm not going too far, so I'm just gonna go ahead and check the third cabin. And we're probably gonna hole up in that third cabin for the night because it is getting dark. Like, winter is coming, winter has come, and it is here with a vengeance. It's not gonna let us do hardly anything today. Because apparently we woke up from our plane crash really late in the afternoon. I'm not gonna pick up the scrap metal at the moment because I'm not too well versed in what it does. So at the moment it would purely be extra weight. Now that's another thing that you need to keep in mind in this game is how much weight you're carrying really does actually play a lot into how well you do. How far your character can run, how fast they move. Is she hungry? She's a little hungry. I think, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just eat this. Just eat it up. I wonder, is the cattail head... Oh, can be used as tinder. Can you plant it? That would be nice. If you could also plant it. Now, finding all this tinder at the moment is not incredibly helpful because we don't have anywhere to start a fire. But later in the game, when we have grown stronger and faster, smarter, and better, it will be very beneficial to us. Can we just sleep the night away? So if we sleep, I think nighttime is 10 hours. She is beginning to freeze. This might be a bad idea. She might wake up and be frozen. I really hope she's not frozen when we wake up. Oh, she is dehydrated. Do we have any drinks? We don't. Whew. And she's hungry. Understandable. I think we're gonna go ahead and save that. We're gonna go ahead and just eat the sardines. And we're gonna eat the peaches. And then we really need to find ourselves.
For a drink right now.
Yeah, we really need a drink. Like, so badly. Which is why I'm hoping we can find either a place to make a fire or we can just straight up find like a bottle of water in hopefully the first cabin, the first ice fishing cabin. I'm actually quite surprised there are no wolves about. I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna be thankful that there are no wolves. Gonna check this one first, I think. I think this will be the good one to do, but yeah, as you can see, she is... Oh! Her temperature is dropping insanely fast, but she is only parched, so I guess something that I was eating probably had a little bit of liquid in it and probably helped, and that's really good. I think that's a good start. I think that's a pretty nice start. Maybe this dead guy will have a drink on him. I doubt it. I almost never find anything on the dead guys. And I wonder if that's something that they'll update as the game kind of progresses. If they'll add, like, I mean, they'll add probably different loot and such, but what they add, a higher search chance on people. Because obviously you think, yeah, they have something on them, because they were out here surviving just like you're attempting to. They must have some form of something with them. Newsprint actually comes quite in handy. That's actually one of the... oh, no, I don't need the pry bar. I don't need the pry bar. I already have one. I already have one of those. We'll take the one that's in better condition. And we'll put this one We'll just set it right there. That way, if I need it again, I can come back and get it. Can I start? That's all I have for fuel. Oh, okay, 70% chance. No matter what I use, it'll burn for 7 minutes. Yeah, the hope is that I can get a fire going and I can melt some snow. I would assume if I put all my sticks in there that I could probably melt enough snow, and then I think I have some water purification tablets if I'm not mistaken. So if I just put all my sticks in there, can I just melt some snow? And then, I don't know, is that enough time to boil all this water? I don't think it's enough time. Maybe? Yes, I got it. Okay. Okay, now I actually have some water to drink, which is very, very, very important right now. She needs water. And so she drank almost all of it. She's still pretty cold, but she did recently eat, so that's helpful. I'll go ahead and eat a candy bar, just to kind of help maybe hold her over until the winter, or until we find more food, I guess. So we were going to go ahead and jot around here. We're probably going to pick up some cattail stalks so we have more to eat and we get some tinder out of it. Because really, I think keeping warm, as you might expect, is one of actually the harder things to do when you have like stuff to do outside. At least this early on in the game, it's very difficult to truly stay warm. I'm gonna try and harvest as many of these as I can. I wonder if there's a way to replant these, or if they regrow over time, or if they'll make them regrow over time, because that would be very helpful. Quite honestly, it would just be a helpful thing. Gonna go ahead and search this guy while we're out here, because sometimes they have stuff like this, bullets and all kinds of nice stuff. We're gonna go ahead and put on our new jacket. We're gonna pick up our crow feather, and we're gonna go ahead and hide from this wind and hopefully warm her back up. Oh wait, no, we don't have any fuel. We used all of it boiling water. Maybe we'll have to hide in that shack over there. I'm hoping we don't have to hide there for the night, because that would mean we got almost no exploring done. But we're still gonna hide her from the wind and hope. Found some rifle rounds, some beans, some firewood. That would solve our fire problem. We have to see what's in the drawers. We just have to. And if you're wondering, if you've noticed I'm using a controller, you're wondering why I'm using a controller, it's because one, I have very bad arthritis in my hands. I just do. And on top of that, is there a chimney in that building? I don't think there is. I'm gonna go check, because if nothing else, I can just walk back here and start a fire. But yeah, I have really bad arthritis in my hands, and honestly, I tried playing it with keyboard and mouse, and I find it more comfortable to play with a controller. Like in this game, I really like the, why am I sprinting? Hit the wrong button. I just like the controller layout. This is one of those games that I think the controller layout is better than the keyboard and mouse layout. As much as it pains me to say it, as much as I'm an advocate of the whole PC Master Race thing, this is one of those games that just does better on a controller for me. A book, it's actually very good, gives us something to burn. Wool socks. Speaking of that, I'm already in wool socks. Can I repair them so that they're 100%? Can I just do that? And also, do my sewing kits break? Do they get used? Repair skill increased. Okay. Can I repair this? That would be huge if I could repair the jacket. So did I? Okay, I'm out of cloth. But I can harvest this for cloth. So there's that. I can take all these clothes that I'm not using, harvest them for cloth. Which really is one thing that I neglected to do my other playthroughs thus far. And it really has not fared me well. I wonder if I should repair these. I feel like maybe I should repair my underwear. One, because it's my underwear. And two, because, you know, it'll make me warmer. You know, I picked up 2 cloth. And I only needed 1 to repair that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to repair that. Or at least, hopefully I can. There we go. My repair skill is continually increasing. Thin wool sweater. Stays warm even when wet. And should I fix my hat? Because my hat is falling apart. I mean, it is fully repairing my hat, so I think that's going to be worth it, because yeah, that brought me up an entire degree. So I think that's going to be worth it. She's hungry, she's thirsty. Let's go ahead and just eat some cattail stalks. I mean, as much as it sucks to eat cattail stalks, I don't want to use up my better food at the moment, until I can get somewhere to cook some of this food. And I'll drink, I guess, what might be the rest of my water. Yep, she drank all of it. And I think we are going to end the video here, so I'm going to go ahead and take a nap and save. So I would like to thank you very much for joining me on our long derp adventure, and I will see you next time we derp.